Ragnar Lifthrasir, for those of us who have no clue what blockchain is, here's your chance for an elevator pitch. Go.
Blockchain does two things. It allows you to transfer assets peer-to-peer without the need or requirement for a trusted third party. Number two, as a result of that transfer, you have a record on an immutable database that is public. Ultimately, blockchain is a peer-to-peer asset transaction platform, which is what real estate needs more than probably any other industry right now. Real estate is the best use case for blockchain because it involves transactions, exchange of assets, it involves payments, which is money, and involves a need for a registrar. It can cut out so many of the middlemen and middle layers that real estate is plagued by.
But in the context of real estate, what are the distinct advantages and disadvantages of using blockchain compared with the traditional models, and what are the significant risks?
The biggest advantages for real estate is lower cost, faster transaction, greater transparency, greater liquidity. It allows you to then use one open source platform because Bitcoin and blockchain is an open source platform. Real estate, though, we've been stuck with all these proprietary software silos.
Sure.
So everyone makes their money by hiding their data and building their own little empire, but that causes friction. Blockchain does the opposite. It's all open source, easy to use. That's the biggest advantages. Disadvantages, that's tough for me to say because I think it's so wonderful. I think the biggest risk is if you were to say lose your private key, and the private key is what controls your assets.
Okay.
The second risk would be being left behind by not using it.
No, that's smart.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Some cities are becoming more important and richer than states. So when you think investment strategy, do you think local or global?
Both. Blockchain is very scalable, so it's a very high use for the individual, but it also can scale up to city and the state level. It can be the reserve currency of a nation state, or it can just be the single individual on the street. For an investment strategy for my company, Velox, we're approaching the largest and biggest real estate companies that we can, the publicly traded real estate companies, because ultimately they're going to drive adoption in the real estate industry. It's not going to be at the government level.
Okay, brilliant. How many millions of Bitcoins do you have? Or do you care about privacy?
I care a lot about privacy.
Oh, damn it.
I care a lot about privacy.
I thought you were going to give me that one.